final quarter begins right now.
The San Diego Padres are headed back to the postseason. Welcome to the final quarter on CBS 8+. That's John Howard. I am Jake Garriani. John, the expectations all year long were for the Brown and Gold to get back to October baseball. They have accomplished that with a clinching victory over the Milwaukee Brewers. Another thrilling one. Let's get your thoughts on it real quick.
Well, I think what characterizes this clinching compared to last year. Last year, the Padres were playing red hot at the end of the season. They were the team nobody else wanted to play. This year, the Padres started red hot, 14-3, and it was just kind of assumed, wow, not only are we going to be a playoff team, but will we win the National League West division? Division probably out of reach, not totally as we record this show. But the Padres, I don't want to be too get off my lawn-ish, but they're kind of crawling to the finish line. But they still get the clinch against the Milwaukee Brewers last night. And it doesn't matter how you finish the marathon. They finished the marathon, clinching the race, and that's all you want to see.
And I think the beauty of it is, John, this is kind of what Peter Seidler's vision was, right? Consistently winning, consistently getting into October. Think of it this way. This was one of the most impactful stats I think I heard. The first 51 years of the Padres organization, they went to the postseason 5 times. They have now gone 4 times in the last 6 years. That is exactly what Peter Seidler wanted to build. That is what A.J. Preller has helped build. And now they have won consistently with different pieces. Yes, they have their core, right? But you're bringing in guys like we talked about at the beginning of the year. Jose Iglesias with a huge home run. The trade deadline acquisitions. Freddie Freeman with the Freddie Fermin with the 11th inning walk-off hit. I mean, it's just amazing that they have bred winning into this organization now.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see what they do in the postseason with all those names, because these guys, it wasn't like the 3 or 4 championship core put the team on the back. Everyone contributed over this long season, and everyone's going to contribute as they continue into the postseason. Can't wait to see what unfolds.
And I've stumbled over myself a few times as we've opened the show. It's probably because I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. That is because we were down there at Petco Park as the Padres clinched, and it was a celebration. It was champagne. It was everything the Friar faithful would have loved to have seen in the fact that the Padres are headed to the postseason. Check this out. We got about, 9 minutes of fun that happened in the clubhouse last night.
Talked to you earlier today. You said don't ever take it for granted when you punch a ticket to the postseason. What does this mean to you?
It's great, man. What an accomplishment we did as a team, and we're going to continue.
You guys have fought through a decent amount of adversity this year, both you and your manager. What does it feel to prove everybody wrong?
I mean, it's the best I've been doing in my entire career. And I've done it a lot. I've accomplished a lot, and I've done it a lot of them. So continue to do it. That's how we're made.
You don't want to do the interview with the tequila? Come on.
Wouldn't be the first time. Hey. Give me some John Daly, baby. Here we go, John Daly. John Daly goes a long way, baby. He goes a long way.
What do you think about that guy right there, 13, huh?
I love that guy right there. He's our captain. He's our leader. Shows us the way to go, and he's also my golf partner, so that's my guy right there.
You lead this team to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. To be able to watch them celebrate tonight, what does it mean to you?
A lot. This is a really special group. Going back-to-back years in the playoffs, we're really pleased about that for the Padres. It hadn't been an easy road for us this year. We dealt with a lot of adversity. A lot of teams do, but we came on the good side of it. Still got some things to take care of business in the regular season, but we're going to enjoy this tonight and get ready to take care of business in the playoffs.
I mean, I think when we started here, we talked about every single year wanting to have a team that the fans of San Diego feel like will win a championship. That means getting to October year after year after year and giving yourself, multiple cracks. And I think it just speaks to excellence in the organization when different groups of players, different seasons, different situations, but yet you still find a way to get to October. So super proud of the guys.
And we did it. We are in the postseason. We got to enjoy this moment and keep rolling this.
What does this fan base mean to you when you get out there in front of a Petco Park that's crowded and they're going nuts for your walk-off?
No, they are part of this, If they don't here, we are no good players. We don't enjoy this, so they are big part of this.
Hey, San Diego fans, they are everything for us. I want to say thanks for the support. thanks for support me, thanks for support my teammates.
San Diego is special. You guys are coming every single night, supporting us every single day. It doesn't matter the time, the day. Thank you for that. And this is for you guys as well. And let's keep going, right?
We're never out of it. We're always in it. We take a lot of key good at bats, and we're always grinding with it. And we have the talent, and AJ brought in extra talent to help us kind of push us forward.
Everybody in here plays the game hard as hell. Nobody gives anything away. We're here to play baseball every day, play to the best of our ability, and give our best work on the field for those fans. You know, that's our job. But we're all in here because we love baseball. We want to play baseball as long as possible every year.
What did it mean for you to see Freddie hit that walk-off in the 11th? You had to feel great for that guy, huh?
Oh, 100%, especially him. He worked hard, man. And I know Freddie since he played in Venezuela, and he deserved it. I know he finished that game. I know that. And then as soon as he hit, I say, F yeah.
When you signed here, you obviously came over from the White Sox. These had to be the moments you were dreaming about, right?
This is exactly what I dreamed about. This is why you play the game. In the off season, when I was looking at teams, I wanted to come somewhere to win. I wanted to come somewhere where October baseball is the goal and the World Series is the goal, and that's this place. And we got a special group of people here, and it's special to be a part of this and popping champagne tonight.
How excited are you for postseason baseball, man?
I'm stoked. I'm ready to get it out of the way, get my first time out there, and excited to go out there with this group.
Well, one thing I do know is you hit that ball about 450 feet. How did that homer feel for you?
It was great. That kept us in the game. Pivetta was great. The whole team all around. We played a good game, and it was celebrating. Extremely happy to be part of it for sure.
This is what we do it for. I mean, it's a testament to the organization. 4 times in 6 years. It's hard to do once. Talk about making something sustainable. People used to get on Peter for that. You want to do it every single year. It hasn't been an easy year for this group. Be back in October, try to win a World Series for this city. That's what it's all about.
You face the brunt of the criticism a lot throughout the season. It's what a manager does for baseball teams a lot of times. How good does this feel to kind of answer those criticisms with a playoff berth?
I can tell by the questions I get there's criticism. My job is to accept criticism. Some days I don't really understand it. You're in a position to compete for a division title. We're tracking towards the playoffs. So some days I scratch my head, but all I can do is my job.
Schulte's been the best, he's been the best. He's a dad. He's family to us. We don't care what he does, we trust in him. We trust it's going to work. He's our manager. We don't care what everybody else thinks. We're one group inside of here. It doesn't matter what we think. It's all on him. He's the manager, He's going to call the game as he sees it, and we're going to trust it and play like that.
Everyone's got to run their damn mouth, it's about it. If it were easy, you would be doing it, but we're here, and it's just, we drive, we keep going, and just, at any point, we're not hitting that break. We're going to try to do it.
Can you help put into context how much of a family this group is? The fans don't get to see all this all the time. How close is this group?
Super close. From the day I walked in, I felt like a part of this team. Everybody made it super easy for me, my family, everybody. Just speaks volumes to the type of group this is.
We are a family. We are a family. We are young every moment, especially like this one. We are in the bad moment, good moment. So we gotta enjoy this. We are a family. We gotta keep rolling, and let's go to the postseason.
Every moment, every time you make the playoff is special. Extremely grateful for the opportunity that the Padres to have me here. Love the group, love the guys. I have a special relationship with all of them, and that is how I know.
Please. In fact, I'm a little bummed you didn't bring 2. Cheers. Ruben, what's this moment mean to you for this group of guys to clinch a postseason berth?
It's very gratifying, only because I think that, the 4 years that I've been here, we've been to the last 3 years, but this is probably the toughest year. Just more challenges this year that we had in the past. Some injuries that were unexpected, obviously some weird injuries, right? But these guys held it together, and we used some guys, like a Burger and a Kolick that we didn't anticipate using those guys early on, and they were here. Vasquez took some great starts for us, so it's not just a guy or two. It's been a collective group, and on paper we might not look great, but we are great competitors, and that's all that matters.
By the way, you told me when I first talked to you that the slider's your best pitch. I didn't believe you because you threw 104, but I believe you. The slider's your best pitch, my friend. Congratulations. Enjoy it. Last time I interviewed you, we had a little bit of language on air, and you said you might get the chocolate from Abuelita.
I got the damn chocolate. My grandma came out here and she said that's not good.
That's not great. Abuelita's got to forgive you because you're headed to the postseason. How far can this team go in the postseason, Jeremiah?
Time will tell, you know. Of course, with the team that we have, we could go beyond, you know. I mean, that's the plan. But we got to be where our feet are at, take each day at a time, and just continue to have faith.
We're going to win that whole thing. We're going to win the whole thing.
How far can this team go, Manny?
I mean, we're not stopping to the end. That's all that matters. You know, we're going to go out there and play our best baseball we can every single night.
We can go far because we are together. We are together. We play together. If we stay together, we can do a lot of good things.
We're in the dance. It's time to dance.
This team's special. This team's got what it takes, and I can't wait to be a part of it right here. Hey! There's our guy right there.
It's Toddy.
Hey, that's for you. Hey!
Fernando. All right, Gavin, enjoy. Appreciate you, man. Congratulations.
We're my homies, baby.
Yeah, that was Fernando Tatis Jr. on Manny Machado's phone on FaceTime. Fernando was ill. He's been ill. We'll see when he comes back into the lineup. A bummer for him to miss that moment. Now, I thought one thing, John, that was interesting while I was in the clubhouse talking to all those guys is without me prompting them at times, multiple guys brought up, Mike Schilt, AJ Preller, Ruben Niebla, brought up how difficult and challenging this year has been. One of the most challenging in a lot of these guys' careers. This team is clearly battle-tested when you consider the injuries they've gone through. And Mike said it himself. Look, every team is battle-tested. Every team goes through injuries. But they made it out on the other side. They're going to the postseason through all that. Does that play a beneficial role going into the postseason? Because in my opinion, John, this year is wide open. Maybe the Brewers win 100 games. They got to win out. But no team, again, maybe just the Brewers, will have 100 wins. Everything else feels so wide open when you talk about both the American League and National League. So I feel like being battle-tested is a positive in this situation.
Yeah, it's absolutely a positive. And we've mentioned the word already. Any season is a marathon, and any season is going to battle test you. And I know a lot of the diehard veterans, guys like Tim Flannery, Randy Jones, when there was the shortened season due to COVID, they were saying 60, 70 games, that's not a season. You know, you have to put in the full marathon. And, you know, all teams will be battle tested. This one specifically so, especially on the injury front. But this team has got to put things together. And what I saw last night, and Jake, I appreciated you asking, what is the camaraderie like? What is the brotherhood like? Mm-hmm. And these guys, more than other teams I've heard in the past, really talked a lot and really had a lot of passion about the chemistry that's on this team, and I think that will carry them a long way as well.
Especially the trade deadline guys, right? They get here late into the season, you're jumping into a family, and you heard Mason Miller say it. I instantly felt like I was a part of this core group, a part of this family. Freddie Fermin, I mean, Ramon Laureano's been huge for this team. Yep. It's just been really impressive to see them come together. Now, we'll see what they can do in the postseason. As it stands right now, they would be heading to Wrigley Field for the wild card. They got a chance to catch the Cubs and flip that. The Cubs could be coming here. Mm-hmm. They also, as you mentioned, could technically catch the Dodgers, but that would be a big-time long shot as there are 5 games remaining as we record today. Any final thoughts on the Padres before we move on? Although I was saying it on air, by the way, this is just the second time, John, in the history of the San Diego Padres they have gone to the postseason in consecutive years. You got to go back to 2005, 2006, the only other time they did it. Breeding that winning culture, man. It's impressive.
Yeah, and Peter Seidler set it all up. And this, the 4 of the last 6 years, it's the most successful stretch in Padre team history. And it's nice to see it finally here. These are long-suffering Padres fans who've been through a lot and through a lot of owners, even in the last 10 to 15 years. So to see some stability come in, a core of players stick around, and now in a 6-year span for the last 6, it's fantastic. Now let's see it 14 of the last 16 a decade from now.
I like it. And in all honesty, as a fan, in my personal opinion, because the baseball playoffs are such a crapshoot, All you can ask for is to have a team get in and be competitive and see what happens. They're in the dance. Let's see how they look on that dance floor as the postseason rolls around here shortly. Let's move on to football, where John Howard's Aztecs got that massive win over Cal. I mean, we touched on it last week, John. Just so happy for Sean Lewis, happy for the program. But the key is you got to keep the momentum going, right? You can't just have one nice win.
You absolutely do. And what was amazing about this victory against Cal was how flip-flopped it was. Every Aztec fan I knew was expecting a defeat.
Yeah.
The Aztecs came in as a 14-point underdog. It was really a hope of, let's hold our own. We are at home. Maybe we can keep this a one-score game. And if you had told me before the game that the final score was going to be 34-0, I would have rolled my eyes and thought, oh, it's going to be a long Saturday evening watching this. But for them to turn the tables and knock off Cal 34-0. Huge victory for the program, huge victory for Sean Lewis, who maybe, hopefully, is finally seeing some progress in his Aztecs fast defense. Really, the shining stars of this game was the defense. A couple of turnovers returned for touchdowns, 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. This was an outstanding performance by the defense. And now this defense has pitched 2 shutouts in the 2 home games. Really something else.
Yeah, and as I mentioned last week, I think everybody in San Diego wants this Aztecs program to be successful, to be great. They took a nice step. Again, though, got to continue to build on it, and they will try and do that next week when they face Northern Illinois, who is an interesting team. 1-2 on the season, as you see. Losses to Maryland and Mississippi State, but did have that huge upset win over Notre Dame a year ago. John, your thoughts on this matchup for the Aztecs?
Well, you know, when I remember that NIU beat Notre Dame last year, I'm thinking, oh boy, this is going to be tough. But now when I think about it, they're a Mid-American Conference school. They are our peer. And yes, it's a road game, and it's a pretty long-distance trip over to Illinois. But I think coming off this Cal game, this Aztec bunch is playing with confidence. They can't wait for the next opponent. And NIU is averaging just 13 points per game, taking on an Aztecs defense that has thrown 2 shutouts. So I am optimistic about the Aztecs doing well in this game.
Stack those wins, Sean. Stack those wins. Let's see what the Aztecs can get going there. Let's move on to the football of the other kind, where SDFC continues to do their thing. As you look at the standings in the MLS Supporters Shield, they slid a little bit down that Shield standings, the table there to 3rd. Still obviously in great position after they had a draw over the weekend. John, I mean, look, they're going to be fine. They're going into the postseason with momentum. Obviously, you'd like to see them playing a little bit better in MLS action going in, but I'm not overly worried about SDFC by any means. I don't know your thoughts on it.
No, not concerned at all. And when you look at the Supporter Shield standings here, yeah, they're 3rd. They're just 3 points back, so they're still alive for the Supporter Shield. But they are the highest standing team in the Western Conference, so they're still looking at that, which is just spoiling us for being a first-year organization. It's been amazing what San Diego FC has done this year. They continue to do well, and even though they're coming off a 1-1 draw, you gotta love where they're at in the MLS Supporter Shield table and in the Western Conference standings as well.
And by the way, all of SDFC, or at least most of them, were at the Padre game last night. Manny Machado, obviously minority owner in them, and they were all there, and Manny was asked about it, and he said, what a year for San Diego sports, right? What a year. SDFC getting in the postseason, the Padres getting in the postseason. So it's a lot of fun. SDFC will face the San Jose Quakes coming up on Saturday at 7:30. And I think pretty much you're feeling like they're just going to take care of business against a lesser opponent. The Quakes 11th in the West. It'd be nice to get a couple wins, as there's just really a handful of games left for San Diego FC.
Yeah, they played San Jose earlier this year up at PayPal Park in San Jose. They got the win 2-1, and let's hope that the home field advantage continues to hold and they get another 3 points in those standings in pursuit of the Supporter Shield.
Well, we will have a whole lot to talk about next week when we return on the final quarter on CBS 8+. We will know where the Padres are headed and playing for the postseason. We'll have an update on SDFC and, of course, John Howard, San Diego State Aztecs. John, send them off, my friend.
All right, Aztecs are going to knock off Cal by 5 points Saturday.
They already beat Cal, so great prediction.
At Northern Illinois, the Aztecs are going to win by 5.
You heard it here. Huskies going down. Have a great rest of your day.